Hello everyone, today we're going to do a deck flip through of the Enochian Tarot. This is the second edition that was printed in 2000. The original, I believe, was printed in 1989. I'm going to show you the both decks actually because I have two copies here. The reason I'm doing this flip through is because I sold the second edition, and this is my last chance to kind of do a flip through of it. So here we go. So this is the second edition, and it comes in a box like this, okay? And the book slides in here, and they call this a mini kit, okay? So get this better so you guys can see. Boom. They call it a mini kit, and I guess according to the author's little book here, that there's three systems of Enochian. There's the Golden Dawn, the OTO version, and then Gerald and Betty Schueler created their own Enochian system. Now, I am no Enochian scholar. I'm not claiming to know any knowledge about this stuff. All I know is the basic history of John Dee and I forgot the other guy's name. Anyway, see, that's just how unversed I am about it. I'm a tarot guy. I don't know Enochian. So, full disclaimer, I don't know about this stuff, but the artwork is beautiful. So, supposedly this deck was made by somebody from the artwork was made by somebody that's in like that's in the OTO, which is super interesting. So I'm wondering if these Schuelers have ties to the OTO. I'm just going to speculate that. So first, let me show you the backs of the two decks. So this is the second edition back. Okay. This is the first edition back. All right. Now there's an 11-year difference between the two printings. And I will say that the finish on the first deck is not as good as the second deck. The colors are less vivid on the first edition. The second printing really is where it's at with this. So without further ado, let's get going. I do not know how to pronounce these names, but I'm going to attempt to say them because actually the person that previously owned this, they wrote all the names in them with like proper pronunciation. So this is Elio. It's the babe. Ren. And supposedly this has 30 majors and 56 minors. Zo M. Hopefully I don't go into some type of possession or, Enochian trance saying all these names by the end of this. You know what? For that exact reason, I'm not going to say the names. We're just going to look at the art. Try to get a better view here. Turn on this light. You know what? That's way better. All right, we're going to just roll with it. Interesting. Now, my first edition copy is for sale. I also have a sealed edition of the second edition. So if anyone out there is interested, reach out. I am in the business of getting you the decks that you want and need. That is my job. The Abyss. Very devilish looking thing. The Holy City. Tower-esque. Glory. We do have these names at the bottom, so I might just say those. The Garden of Nemo. The City of Pyramids. The Cosmic Dance. Now, I'm not doing a flip through of the first edition just because it's the same exact deck. I tried to find differences in the artwork. There isn't any. It's just simply saying that you have a first edition copy. Or I've found a lot of times people will buy first editions because that's the exact edition that they had that got lost or something happened to it. There's all sorts of reasons why people would want first editions. Sometimes there's just collectors, you know. Then there's just people like me who are in the business of buying and selling tarot decks. That's obviously a play on the Wheel of Fortune. Reincarnating ego, interesting. The artwork is stunning on these cards. I mean, without a doubt, there was some work that was put into this. Travel, it's a chariot. Intuition. Moon or High Priestess, possibly. Well, that's more High Priestess to me, but because we got the pillars. Interesting. Solitude. Okay. Doubt. Because there's 86 cards, I'm going to run through this fairly quickly. Interesting. Okay. King of Fire, so kings. That's trippy. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Enochian system. I was glad to see this deck come. Glad to see it go. I have no affinity towards it. I just knew that somebody would want it and I could make a couple dollars in the process, so... Ooh. How gruesome. So in this little book, it says that this is divided up into elements, rather suits. So it seems like we've been pressing through fire. For the past while. Now we're going into air. Both of our masculine elements first. Makes sense. Expansive force. I'm not saying masculine energy should come first. I'm just saying it's expansive. You know, a lot of people get offended nowadays saying, oh, it's masculine or feminine. Well, unfortunately, that's just how these energies are described. It doesn't have anything to do with 21st century movement of being non-binary, but it's just simply forces. Masculine force is the projective force. Feminine force is the intaking force. Simply look at science and you can see that with the sperm projecting, expanding into the egg. And the egg intakes the masculine sperm. And as soon as somebody can find a way around that, we can break down masculine and feminine energy. But I don't see how they can get around, anybody can get around that. So Zeusy. Very Zeus-like. We're almost through it. Let's see here. Let's refocus. Sometimes doing these deck flip-throughs, the phone kind of needs a refocusing. Okay, go. I wish the booklet had more information about how the artist produced the art. It almost looks like a mixture of watercolors, colored pencil. Earth! Here we are. We're at the last section. And as soon as this is done, this is getting packed up and sent off to my customer. I really enjoy buying and selling these tarot decks. I mean, it's so much fun. It's almost like a rush when somebody buys one. And that's the last one. All right. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.